But anybody else who hasn't got their glass of wine yet? And ladies and gentlemen, please do wait before you drink the wine. Do wait till the toast is raised, please, otherwise you won't have anything to toast with. Right, so anybody else without a glass of wine yet? Just raise your hand and we'll get the wine to you. This is good, thank you so much. Manu can't wait to drink. Now, Manu and Sachin go back to 3rd grade. So there's been a lot of adventures and misadventures between then and now. So I'd like to invite Manu to come up and share his experiences with bride and groom and all of us this evening. Manu?
The most elegant bride, gruffly. The dapper groom, Sachin. Members of the Miranda family, members of the D'Souza family, ladies and gentlemen. A few weeks ago, Sachin announced that I would be the best man at his wedding. And need I say, he took the wind out of my sails. In that rather emotional moment, he said, Manu, you should make a speech that is short, funny, moving, and wise. I responded in that very same emotional moment and said, Sachin, I promise the speech will be short. Short, funny, moving, and wise. Sachin, that seems like a job for Superman, not the best man. However, in my effort to keep my promise, I will cut to the chase and start with the topic of friendship. As many of you know, I have been associated with Sachin and his family for a while now. We first met as 2 kids in 3rd grade without a care in the world. The oldest sibling, Sandeep Miranda, was quite young back then. A glutton for punishment, he often volunteered to babysit us. We hung out often as embarrassing adolescents, and most importantly, as 2 boisterous single men. I'm afraid I cannot provide any more details about the boisterous single men part, since Sachin is already breaking into a sweat, and I'm sworn to secrecy after he bought me these lovely shoes. In hindsight, our friendship reminds me of the friendship that blossomed between 2 of the greatest mathematicians of the 20th century, our own Ramanujan and his mentor in Cambridge, G.H. Hardy. Ramanujan and Hardy were as different as chalk is from cheese, and mathematics was the only thing they shared in common. Hardy was an atheist. The eccentric and devout Ramanujan said, an equation means nothing to me unless it expresses a thought of God. Hardy could only understand cold logic. Ramanujan was emotional. Just like the friendship between these 2 mathematicians, the friendship between Sachin and me is a friendship between 2 very different individuals who have found a common thread that has survived the test of time. A friendship that enables each one of us to be our authentic self in the other's company. It can only be attributed to the fact that we got to know each other when we were young and devoid of the conditioning that age imposes. Of course, if you're looking for a more straightforward explanation, it could be attributed to Dorothy Auntie's fish curry. I therefore deem it an enormous honor to be standing before you all and to be speaking on the most important day of his life. Graflean, let me tell you, you are indeed very, very lucky, because from now on, amongst other things, you will have unfettered access to Walter Uncle's whiskey collection. Since I consider myself part of the Miranda family, let me just say, Graflean de Souza, welcome to the family. Our interaction so far leaves me in no doubt that Sachin is in safe hands. I look forward to more fun times ahead as we hang out more often. In the event that the thought of seeing a lot of me in future is scary, I get it. But you don't have too much choice in the matter, given that Sachin and I are virtually attached at the hip. But let me assure you of one thing. People say that my company is like beer. It's an acquired taste, and slowly but surely, I'll grow on you. I now come to the toughest part of my speech, the part where I say something wise. And I must confess, I'm at a loss. As I've never been married before, not even in Vegas, I really have no expertise to impart on the topic. I would, however, like to allude to the words of a Lebanese philosopher called Khalil Gibran, whose writings and philosophical musings seem to provide an answer to every one of life's conundrums. He said on marriage, "You were born together and shall be together in the silent memory of God. You were born together and shall be together in the silent memory of God. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Give your hearts to each other, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts." I don't believe anybody would have put it better than that. Let us all drink to this wonderful couple who have given their hearts to one another. Let us drink to a fun-filled evening, and let us drink to new beginnings. Thank you.
Cheers. Gentlemen, you can all stand for the toast.